So here's the old Galaxie, and it's give you a quick background, do a little walk around on it real quick, and then we'll jump into what I wanted to get done this morning. But it's 1965 model, base model, Galaxie 500. It originally came with a 289 and automatic transmission. There was an engine swap at some point in time, and whoever it was, brought in and installed a 351 Windsor. I think it must have been somewhere after a 1978 model. Those engines came in a lot of stuff, all the way from the late 60s through the early 90s. And just based on the configuration of a couple of things, it looks like it was something 78 and up, but it's kind of hard to tell. So anyway, it's got it about 2 years ago. It was a roller, but barely. And it had sat for a long time. An older fella had it, and he had passed away, and his widow had it, and she sold it to somebody, and it was not running, and she kind of, they kind of let it sit for a while, so it didn't run at the time. I got it running, redid the brakes all the way around, and it was a big job just to get it rolling and get it running and driving. And it had a lot of things that it needed to have done to it. So over time, I got things together with it, and we got it to a point where it would run and drive, and could take it to some little car shows and things, which is car collector meetups and things, which is fun. So it kind of came with the old school Krager SS wheels, which I thought were pretty cool because I remember those when I was a younger fellow. And the Cooper Cobra is legendary, but it's got 14-inch wheels, which I don't really care for. This one came with 15-inch wheels, so 14 inchers is not as comfortable at highway speeds. But anyway, it's kind of cool. I thought it had some neat lines. But when I was little, we had one, this model, not exactly like this. It was the XL model, which was really sharp. But this is pretty cool, and it's about the only one that you can find that's not just really driven into the dirt. So I put bumpers on it, and you can't tell a lot about it right now because unfortunately I've got it really a lot of fingerprints and grease and all and dirt and all on it. Actually, we just got it back on its wheels about 2 months ago. I did a full front and back suspension rework with everything from springs and shocks in the back, and up front control arms, bushings, upper and lower ball joints. Did all that myself, which was a pretty big job. But again, it got a pretty good place to work, and I have jacks, and I have chocks, and I have stands. So it can be done. I'm going to put a lift right over there on the other side. So we'll jump into some of these things. It's got a sick engine. I put a few miles on it, and I noticed about 2 weeks ago I had drove it back from the alignment shop and got here, and it had a valve click in at least one of the valve sets. So I did a couple of little attempts that some people try to do, and I put some ATF in there into the oil, and to try to get the detergents in that to break some stuff up if it's in one of the lifters. That didn't work, so I drained that out, and I put some Marvel mystery oil in there, and it's a mystery what's in it. That's why they call it Marvel mystery oil. And that probably didn't help a bit, so I knew it was something mechanical. Either bad cam and or bad lifters and or bent rod or something. So we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Anyway, real quickly, you can see from the looking around, I have lots of little things that occupy my time. There's an old gold wing, got it running. It was a jumper that was been sitting for years, and I got it running. It's kind of a cool little project. I've had one of these before. Took one of these on a long trip one time about 10 years ago. That was a blast. They really ride good on the highway. That's a 78 model. I got an old Scrambler, 350, blown apart there. I got some stuff going on with it. I'm trying to get it going. And my Harley project I built about 20 years ago. I've probably ridden it, literally, I've probably ridden it 200 miles in 20 years. So it runs, sort of. That's my KLR, my daily driver. That's the one I ride all the time now. Up in, we go to Tennessee and North Georgia. Somebody gave me that little moped. I have more fun with that than you could possibly imagine, zipping around the neighborhood. And it's the only one in here that will crank with the first kick every time you try to crank it. And a couple of mini bikes. Both of them run. That's my old Honda SL100. I bought it brand new in 1972. No, it's a 72 model. I bought it brand new in 73. Brought it from Kim's Honda in Tifton, Georgia, and paid for it. So it was lots of junk. I got some other stuff scattered around too. But anyway, we're going to jump on this Galaxie. So I'm going to cut it out just a second, and then I'll be right back.